Hey, how's it going? So this is part 3 of my tutorial on the dog tags. And in this tutorial, I'm just going to be showing you how I go about setting up the image to be placed on the dog tag. So we'll go ahead and open up our image. And this is Dad's image. This is my dad. And what I did was I brought the image and placed it onto a material. And I created a plane and dropped the material onto the plane. And I've already set up the plane to correspond, the positioning of the plane to correspond with the positioning of the dog tag that I'm going to be placing my dad's image on. So the only other thing we need to do is let's select our material, and down here in its properties we want to change projection from UV mapping to frontal, and that basically just automatically sizes the image to our object, in this case our plane. All right. Okay, so let's jump over to our editor, and here we are in the editor. I'm using Adobe Elements 10. Most of the stuff I'm going to be doing in here you could use any editor like Photoshop to achieve the same stuff. So here's our dog tags that we created, and there's a couple things I want to do to it before we bring the image in. So let's switch to guided and scroll down here, Loma's camera effect, and I want cross processing. I'm not going to apply a vignette to it, but so let's go ahead and check this, and that gives us a nice old look. It's a nice yellowing, kind of antique look, and I like that. So we're good. Go back to full mode, and let's go ahead and bring our image that we created in. Come into design, dog tags, and it's a Photoshop image. Here's Dad's image right here. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I want to just select my dad's image off of this picture. So I'm going to use this tool, and we're going to go ahead and see if we can't just grab my dad's image here. Sometimes it wants to jump to the edges and grab the whole photo, but yeah, it's going to do it. Okay. All right, I'll go ahead and switch to this minus here, negative tool, and we can just go ahead and push those back into position. Okay, that looks good. Into edit and copy. And then down here in projects bin, we want to open up our dog tag. And back into edit and paste. All right, click this, and that sets our image up to where we can work with it now. So, all right, so you can rotate the image. Well, we can resize the image. However much you want to be, placed on the tag. It's up to you, but we'll go ahead. I like to rotate this and use the eyes as a guide to kind of make sure the picture's lined up with the dog tag. And it's nice to kind of pull back and have a look to see how it's going to lay out, with the eyes and stuff, kind of get it positioned correctly. And size it down a little more. All right, that looks good. And so we'll go ahead and click this again, and it'll say apply the transformation. Click apply, and that saves our new position. So I'm going to be working with the eraser and the opacities within the eraser. Also, I'll be working with the opacities within the layer. So let's go ahead and start there. I'll kick this opacity down on the image a little bit. And what we're going to do is we want to blend this picture into the dog tag so it looks like it's part of the dog tag and not just a picture laying over the top of it. Okay. So let's go ahead and grab our eraser, and we'll kick our size down a little bit here. Make sure our opacity is down. Actually, we want to kick opacity all the way up for this part. Let's grab a solid brush and shift select. We're going to go ahead and we're just going to clean up these edges that are overhanging on the tag here. we want this image to be on the tag itself. So we'll just take these edges off of here. Come down the bottom here. Select these here. Okay. Good. All right. So the next thing I want to do is we'll go back, make sure the eraser is selected, and we're going to kick its opacity way down here, and we want to bump the size up quite a bit. That's a little too big. Anyway, we'll come in here and we want to grab these. We want to go back to these fan type brushes, and we'll just come in here, and with our opacity down, we're going to start to blend in the picture into the dog tag. And see the actual pixel size. We'll bring that in so we can see. And we just want it to blend in. We want to be able to see our bump texture of the dog tag kind of bleeding through the picture. You know, we want the picture to have kind of an old, worn look, kind of have a ghosting look to it. So come through here, and you can always, you know, kick this down a little more and come in and just kind of work the edges of your picture, like so. Take it down even more and just knock the face down a little bit. All right. And then we can come over here and we can kind of adjust our opacity. Okay. And then in enhancements, there's a lot of different color adjustments we can use. We can use contrast and shadowing. In here in adjust color, they have a good one. It's adjust color and skin tone. So you just click anywhere on the screen and that'll bring the color back into the picture. Here, and we'll adjust the brightness and contrast a little bit. Brightness down. In here, add a bit of sharpness to it. Okay. And then back into our opacity for the layer, we can bring that down again and kick our opacity back up for our brush, for our eraser. And we come and knock down some of these edges, so we're kind of blending our picture in. Our tag, just like that. And, so yeah, you can just you can do as much or as little of you as you want. You know, just do it till, you know, however you like the way it looks. And that's about it. Kind of the color back in. Alrighty, and then when you're done, you just go ahead, click File and Save As. Save mine as a BMP, and I always save all my images to my desktop. And we'll go ahead and close these out. Right click and open up this, have a preview. And that is how I go about applying my images to dog tag. So hope it was helpful, and we'll talk to you later.